Okay, so welcome back, guys. As I said, I was jumping straight back into recording part 3 of this. We're just going to jump straight back into where we was. Which I believe was this puzzle, yeah. So this is exactly where we was. Still trying to figure this out. So if we do that, we do that. Can you actually flip these? I don't know if you can actually flip them. Because if you can, we need to box. Hang on, it would need to be 3 there and 1 there, wouldn't it? So what it would have to be is it would have to be that. Okay, we can do all the dots here. But can we actually do it this way? We can do it that way. So you can actually flip them. So you can flip them, but as long as the 3 fall in the same area. So with them ones where it's the L shape, okay, we'll go and see if we can do that. So we can flip it, but you can contain that dot. So you could do that, you could do that, and you could do that. Merge them all into the same one. So you could merge them all into the same one, couldn't we? So could we have the L shape and have it there? So let's just have a look. No, we couldn't. See, you could do that, but you miss out the thingy, you miss out the top. So could we not put it at the top? No, because we can't do it up the sides. So we definitely got to do one of the sides first. So what if we did that? No, it's not going to work either. What about this? No. Okay, hang on. So let's try up this end first. Okay, what if we added the dot? Oh, what about if we added the dot there? That's the piece, yes, okay. And then we need to go... Do we need to go this way? This way. There we go, yep. Yes. Okay, so we've got that shape, 2 of them. Do we do the same again, and do we go above? Do we go above? No, we can't go above. See, you still need to have the shape, so you can't merge them. So I don't think you can make a section of like 2b3, so a section of 6. I think you literally have to. I think you literally still have to have the shape on the side. So if we had that shape there, you'd have to put them at the top there if you did anything. So what if we put that there? No, because the shapes need to be within, don't they? I'm thinking the only place that you could probably have them is there. Because of where that's positioned. So if we take that up, take that. No, you wouldn't go that way, would you? If you need them at the bottom, you'd take it along the bottom. Would you take it along the bottom? Oh, hang on. What if we took that across there, and we did another one of these where we flipped it, yeah, flip it 2 in the corner, up there, oh yes, there we go, yes. Oh, these are getting harder. Okay. Is it getting harder now? Okay, so we need to do the two shapes, but we can move them as long as they all fall within. So if we had that one there, we'd need to connect another one onto it. So hang on, if we did that there, could you not go? No, you couldn't. I was wondering if we could make these four there and then this here into one shape, for example, like... No, hang on, that definitely isn't going to work either. No, look, see, it isn't going to work. I was wondering if I could do that. Okay, so that isn't going to work. Flip it and flip it now. So if we put it there, can we definitely not put it there? Definitely not. No, we can't. Because you're losing all them blocks as well. You need to get them. You need to get the tiles. You need to get the tiles. So you can't just go all the way up. You need to make the shape. So if we make... Okay, so if we put that there, there's one shape. Oh, but you're blocking off the other shape, aren't you? So if we do that, then we do that. Could that work? Could that work? No, that didn't work. Why didn't that work? Let me have a look. Let me have a look why that didn't work. So that was straight across there, weren't he? Okay, let's not get to the end. Let me just see why that didn't work. Because there's not enough pieces. Yeah, there's not enough pieces. There's not enough piece. You need to have a 3 and a 1 and a 3 and a 1. And there isn't a 3 and a 1 and a 3 and a 1 that way. But that looks right at the bottom, so what else do I need to do? That looks like it could be right at the bottom. How do I go around getting that at the bottom without doing that? Okay. So what about if we circled it off that way? Like that? No, because you're isolating it off then, ain't you? That definitely does look right. It definitely looks right. Ooh, what about if we had him? Hang on. No? Yeah? Yeah? L shape of 4. And then if you had that pointing to the left there, so if you had that pointing that way, you had it like that. 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, 1. No, you're still missing. You're still missing one there, aren't you? That would have to come out like that. There. There we go. Yes, there we go. Okay, and then we've got a line of 3 and a line of 3. Okay. Okay, so if we go a line of 3 and a line of 3. Hold on a minute, your brain just gets so stretched with this. Can we merge them together? Okay, hang on, let me just think for a second. So with this, you can have that there. You can have it there. And you can have it there. So there is the only way that mixes with that one. So that one has definitely got to go along there. There's definitely got to be a line that goes along there. And then this one can go there. It can go there. And it can go there. Let's try and see if we can get... So what we want to try and do at the moment is get a shape like that. But obviously we're missing pieces, so how do we get those pieces involved? Okay, so what if we went... No, that's not going to work. Okay, so what if we go up there? No, because you're not isolating off the 3, are you? No. So that definitely has to go that way, so it connects to that. So the only way it's going to connect to that is by connecting it at the bottom. So if we... What if we did that? Did that? Did that? No, that can't be right. So what if we did that? That cross there. No, because we're still missing out those middle pieces. But I do think that is pretty correct how it's supposed to be. We just need to figure out getting those middle pieces. So what if we went up, down? What if we did it that way? And across. And up. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that should be right. How's that? Oh no, because there's the 2 there. Yes, that's where I went wrong. If I just do that again, if we go like that, like that, like that, like that, and then we go across. But if we don't finish it, this right underneath me here, there's 2 there. So how do we go about getting... Okay, so we've got the right shape. That's an L shape there. That has to be an L shape. But we just need to figure out how we're going to solve that. So cut that across like there. There. There, no, because we've got that. Okay, so if we... What if we went across the bottom first? No, we'd have to go up. Up, round, down. There you go. Make the L shape. And round the top. Oh, okay, let's put the ladder down. And it's these silly, stupid, clicky things that confuse the heck out of me. Oh, it's these stupid, clicky things. What if we just went up, down like that? Oh well. Okay. Do I need to get that and that in the same space? So if I do we go like that? No, because we've got some in the... We got some at the top there. So how would we go about getting them in the same? That don't sound good. What about if we cut it off like that, like we do with the coloured ones? Yes, there we go. What about that? There we go. Is that right? Oh, what? Well, why did it go black and then it went gold? Why did it go black then gold? Okay, let's just open that up. So, do we go in there? Can we actually get in there? No, we have to solve all the puzzles first. What's confusing about this is you can actually get behind here, but there's a door there that's locked off. Yeah, that's the part that's confusing. So what is with this one? Why can we not just... Why can we not just do that? Is there something around as to why we can't do it? It's like this one still confuses me out here. This one. Like, do we have to have one of every colour in a group? No, because that won't work either. The confusing part is some have two, some have one. Like, is it like opposites? But why would it be opposites? Because yeah, we always say black and white are opposite because obviously it's monochrome. Blue and purple? Really confused by you. So if you had one of every colour, so that would... No, it wouldn't be one of every colour, would it? Why? What is... You're cutting off the white, you don't... I don't make no... This don't make... You need to keep the colours together, don't you? It's really confusing. Is there any more puzzles around here? Let's just have a look. Okay, so we've done that one. That's another one we've got to do. That's one we've got to do over here. We've got to do this one. Is there one in here? Oh, there's a screen, but I need to get it powered up first. To get it powered up, we need to get that powered up. But to get that powered up... Is it this one first? Is that right? Guess not. That is definitely really confusing as to what the hell is going on. just have a look around what we've got. So we've got a screen here with the cable going out that door, which obviously takes you to out here. Okay, and then out here runs a power line here that was seemingly destroyed by trees to this box here. So so it's something to do with a symmetrical game. Something to do with a symmetrical game. Okay. Okay. So we need that to power that on, don't we? So we need that to power that on. There's another one of those things here. So let's sort that out. I think they're like fast travel points, these are. I think they're supposed to be like fast travel points. So this game is all about perspective. Why is it see-through as well? That's the question. Oh. Okay. Okay. So what if we go up, down, like that? No? Okay, so... Oh, hang on, I missed them. I missed some. Oh, but which way do we go? Would we go all the way? Yeah, okay. Okay, so... I'm literally just taking a stab in the dark here. I ain't even got a clue if this is correct. I'm literally just taking a stab in the dark. Oh, I must be wrong. I must be wrong. So there's that one, there's that one, there's that one. Or am I looking from the wrong perspective? Let's try that instead then. Yeah, I'm looking from the wrong perspective, ain't I? So if you look at it like... Yeah, if you look at it like that, there we go. Bingo. Okay, where are we going? Okay, is this another... This is another... one of them puzzles, isn't it, where have you got to avoid the shadows? Or have we got to follow the shadows on this one? Because there's no way through the shadows, so have we got to follow the shadows? So like that. What's causing the shadow? Oh, it's okay. So that's blocking that pattern. So if we look, there's that. So you've got to go. Right, hang on. I've got a pad and paper in front of me. So you got to go up, across, down, all the way to the end. Up, back to the high, up, across, and round. Okay, so let me just go and have a look at this on here. So we got to go up, across, down, across, up, across, there, across. I assume it's just all that. Yeah, that was literally just a guess. That little M part was then. But obviously I'd got that part there mapped out on there. So okay, that's like a sniper's nest, isn't it? Okay, it's one of them apples in the tree again. So if I get it wrong, that's got to be like that, and then up, across, down, and up. Okay. This one. It's obviously to do with that apple, because obviously we had the apple puzzles. So it's obviously figuring out with the apple again. Figuring out this tree again. Okay, just figuring. Oh, hang on. There's a couple of broken branches. Okay, so if we look at where the wire is. So is it a tree from above, a tree from below? Is that what it is? So if it's a tree from below, it's going to be on the down. So it's going to be on the down part. So it's going to be on the down part, and it's 3 from the end. 3 from the end, down, 3 from the end. Yes. Okay, so then that goes in here. Okay, that is just... So is this another one where we've got to avoid... Okay, it's moving. So is it one where we've got to avoid... The is it one where we've got to avoid the branches? So if we start from there, we've got to go there, 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 there. Okay, it's another one of those someone's, so that stops there. So is there another one we've got to do? Somewhere? Okay, so is there another one we've got to do somewhere? What is with that puzzle? Why has it not turned any of the screens on? Ooh. You can see much clearer from up here what's actually supposed to be happening. Ah, but Can you see that there's that... There's that line there, isn't there? So there's that line, look. There's a line scribbled on it. There's a line scribbled. Yeah, there's a line scribbled on it. There's a line scribbled on. So there's a dot in the middle and there's a dot at the top there. But there's a line scribbled on. There's a line literally scribbled on there. There's literally a line. Literally a line scribbled on. So let's go there, 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 there. It's literally scribbled on. Okay. So if that's that one, what's the last one gonna be? Oh, do we have to look through there? How do we get to there? How do we get to there? Let's have a look. Ah, it makes a map. Yes, there we go. So we want to go from the middle up like that. Okay, so can we actually... Can't actually do anything with the puzzle, can we? Ah, we can't actually get through the branches, can we? No, we've just got to map it out. Okay. Okay, so with my little pen and paper, let's go from the middle. So we've got to go up the pyramid, down, down. So it kind of makes a bit like a diamond shape. So it kind of makes a bit like a diamond shape. So then we go down, go across. We go back up to that level. Cross, up, cross, up, cross, down, cross, and up. Okay. So let's just try that then. So let's just jump back in here. So we've got to go... So we've got to go there, 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 across, up that one, across, down, across, up and in. Oof. Okay, now where's this one going? Okay, so that's got another shadow on it. So is that another one where we've got to avoid the shadow? So the end points are there, the shadow's blocking that way. And I've just knocked my mic stand. So this one's really confusing. Because where's the dot? Ah, the dot starts wherever you want it to start. Okay, so... Well, there's the tree. Have we got to mimic the tree? Hang on, it started it off for us. So I presume we got to go... There, 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 there. It had already started it off for us. All we've got to do is finish it, so... Let's just have a look. Is there anywhere else we can stand where we can kind of see what we were supposed to be looking at? Where we can supposed to see what we're supposed to be looking at. So let's just look at that again. So they've already started it there like that. Okay. So I'm actually just confused what tree I'm supposed to be looking at. 'Cause it's definitely all about perspective and how you look at something. Okay, so would it be if you was to move that? What pattern would it make? So that looks a bit like... Looks like a bit of a backwards 3. Look. 3. So do we need to make like a 3 pattern on there? That's what I'm thinking. We need to make a 3 pattern. So if we take that up like that, like that, and then we can make our 3. I think we had 3 just. I think that's what's sticking out to me. So, but then the branches come back in, so it's going to be that one. There we go. Okay, that's just opened another door. So what is with this? This is the one that's confusing me. Okay, so it doesn't look like there's anything in the red house, but there is something going on to the roof. Okay, that's bizarre. Okay, so we got a puzzle on the door here. I've got to admit, my brain today is frazzled again. It's absolutely frazzled again. Thing is though, these are the sort of games where you just can't seem to put them down though. They're that addictive. So I think we've got to solve a puzzle up here to get up here. There was one in that container, wasn't there? But I don't know if that is important. Okay, that's one of them where you need to have them separate. So for example, you need to have no. I just think you need to have all the colours separate, don't you? So for example, like that. No, it's not going to work because the black isn't separate from that. So we need to separate the black off. So what if we did that? Don't think this is going to work, but I'm going to try it. No, I didn't think it was going to work. So I don't know if we can use these as the shapes. I ain't concentrated so hard in so long. Right, what else we got around here? So we've got to solve this puzzle on this door here, which is a beige and orange. What is it? Something to do with this inside? So you got beige door, orange door, blue pillars. So is it something to do with this? Okay, so if you say that this is the corner in this, would you say that that's the corner? No, this would be the corner, wouldn't it? So imagine that that's the corner there. The exit is that way, so why can we not just go to either corner, round and out? Oh. Okay. Okay, hang on. Okay, so I think we've got to go straight. Then we've got to go right. And then we've got to go back on ourselves slightly. Then we've got to go that way. Then we've got to go that way. Then we've got to go that way. Honestly, guys, if you could see my notepad, there's literally more doodles on here than anything. And yeah, I am going to call them doodles. Okay, so can't do that, but you can do that. Bring you back out there like that. Go across. Okay, so we make our way and then straight up to the exit. Okay. Right, let's see if my working out is correct. Okay, so let's see if my lines are correct. So we went straight. Then we took a turn, then we came back on ourselves, went straight down, took a turn, then we came back on ourselves again, then we had to go round, yep, okay, then we had to come down, yep, Yeah. Yeah, there you go. Okay. I couldn't do this without a pad and paper. If you took this pad and paper away from me, I'd be buggered. I'd be absolutely buggered. Okay, so we need two lines that contain 3 each, and then another one that contains 3 each. So can we group them together, or can we not? Can we group them together? So if you had the 3 there, you can't have 3 on top of it. So what if you had 3 next to it? So what about if we did? What if we did that? Would that work? Oh, no, it wouldn't. No, it wouldn't, because you'd have to do that. There you go, 3, 3, 3. There you go. Okay, so what has that done? What has that done? Has that actually done anything? So what if you go that way? So it's doing something. So why is that? I presume this has got to move. Okay, so we need... okay. What if we went like that? No, that's not gonna work. Hang on. What if we went like that? No, that's not going to work either. Let me just map this out. So we need to get the 3 together. So what if we did that, that, and then up. Yeah, there you go. What if we did that? Ooh. Okay. Okay, and then we got some puzzles to do here, so... Okay, it's another one of these symmetry ones where we've just got to block the colours off. Okay. So same again. Just got to block the colours off. Doesn't matter about the white one each sound as long as the whites aren't with blacks. So this one's a little bit more tricky. Okay. Okay, so what if we did that, and then we did that? No, because that there is mixed in with that. Okay. Let me have a look. That's not going to work again. Okay, so then what if we did... Focusing too much on that side, aren't we? Okay, so what if we did that? No, it's not going to work either. I admit that's the one thing I will say with this game. It is so good at like really testing your brain. It is really good at doing that. Really good at doing that. You definitely need to cut them off, don't you? So you definitely need to do that. But then the problem is you're left with that there, aren't you? So how'd you get around doing that? Do we go all the way? Across. Down. Oh, yes. Yeah, there we go. Yes. It's funny when it just pops and you can see. Okay, so there's a black dot there, so we need to use that one within the puzzle. So let me just have a look. No, we don't want to do that, so we want to cut that off from that. Hang on. Cut that off. That, and across. White's all in the top, white in the bottom. Yep, there we go. Okay, and then the same with this one, so we want to go like so. Go like that, like that, like that, like that, and like that. Ooh, man. Ooh, my brain is literally really frazzled. Okay, I think the only one left is this over here, which I'm still wrapping my head at. I'm literally still wrapping my head at. Because you got these two puzzles here, like you got this one here as well. So you need to have the equivalent of 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. You need to have the equivalent of 15 shapes. 15 shapes. 15 shapes. 15 shapes. Need to have the equivalent of 15. So there's 5, 10, 13, 15. There you go. That's 15. No. Is there something about these shapes we have to split up? So what if we did that? No? Really confused. Like, I'm really confused with that one as well. I'm still... it's like I was saying to you earlier, I'm still trying to figure out why. Oh, hang on. I never went up here. Ah, there's a little...
Oh, my God. How does it happen in this poor old world? That thou art so great, and yet nobody finds thee. That thou callest so loudly, and nobody hears thee. That thou art so near, and nobody feels thee. That thou givest thyself to everybody, and nobody knows thy name. Men flee from thee, and say they cannot find thee. They turn their backs, and say they cannot see thee. They stop their ears, and say they cannot hear thee. Hans Dank, circa 1520.
It's just like I said, I'm just really confused as to why. Why can you get in that building, but there's a puzzle door? It seems very it seems very bizarre. It seems very, very strange. Why is the windows everywhere? Alright, let's have a look at this. Right, I'm gonna try something with this. I'm literally gonna try something. So I'm gonna split these up into twos and see what happens. And then obviously I need to think of the L shape down here, which is that. But then you also need to think of the same L shape, so you don't want to actually touch them. You want to make sure the L shape stays. So let's just split all these up and we'll see. There we go. So hang on, we've split them all up into twos. Do I need to actually go that high there? I don't think I do. Just to split them up. Let's go across there, let's go across there, let's go across there, okay. And I'm hoping it doesn't matter that there's pink in there, but let me just count. So you need 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. No, there's 16 there. 16, so you need to get rid of one. You need to get rid of one, but how do we get rid of one? Do we get like that? No. No, because they need to form L. No, it's what I did at first. Yeah. It's what I did first. It is that. It's that. That. That separates up all the pink, and then it leaves you with 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15. L shape, L shape, L shape, L shape, L shape, L shape. Yeah. Oh. Finally. Okay, what have we got in here then? Okay, so there's a downstairs. Oh. Oh, you. It's like that other one, the in the last episode, the one where you had to look through the different colours. In the lift, when we was going up through that thing. So let me just get me a little box on this pad. So they're the same. They're the same. They're the same. So we need to group them. We need to group them. We need to group them. Okay. So the yellows are whites, the blues are black, and the purple are reds. So they're all the same colour. The blues are blacks. Ah, no, because I haven't separated the whites and the reds there. Do you know, I was doing that earlier and I thought that that's what that was. But then I started doubting myself, thinking that no, it can't be right, it's got to be wrong. Because you do start doubting yourself. But I've just thought, on the last puzzle, we had to split them into twos. But it doesn't matter if they're mixed with other stuff. So do you need to have 2 white, 2 black, 2 red? So if that's the case, you've got to have 2 white, 2 black, 2 red, 2 red, 2 blue, 2 white, 2 white. Oh, thank God for that. Thank God for that. Thank God for that. Okay, so we've done that one, we've done that one, we've done that one, we've done that one, we've done that one. Okay, we've done that one. Right, let's go in here and do down here. Okay, so you do the one puzzle. Okay, I'm really confused by this. Really confused by this. Because how the hell do we get up to the higher floor? And I'm actually still confused by that one as well. Hang on, what? Why is that there? Oh! Hang on a minute. So, is that what that one is then? So, is that telling you how to do it? So you gotta go round that end one. So we gotta go up, across, down, across, up, across, across. Okay, so let's just try that. So we gotta go up, across. So you hit the wood. You basically got to turn when you hit the wood. So hit the wood, hit the wood, hit the wood there, hit the wood and there. Thank God for that. So is that opened up all? Oh yes, that's good. That's good. Okay, so we can now make our way to the top, and there's probably a puzzle sitting at the top, and it's going to be harder than all of the ones here. Okay, so let's just go all the way up to the top. So why did we not have to do any more in that house? Strange. Okay. Oh. Simple puzzle. Okay, so that should point a laser as well. So that should point a laser. Okay. My head is literally all over the place with that one. So let's just make our way back down. Oof. Right, what I think I'm going to do there, guys, is I think I'm going to end that one there. Thanks for sticking with if you are still here. I might try and do another one, just to kind of see if we can end the game, see if we can finish it. Probably not. But we'll see. Like I said, I'm going to try and get these out there, 2, 3. I'm going to try and record number 4 straight after this as well, just to go off, have a bit of food, come back refreshed. And yeah, so if you enjoyed that one, guys, give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe, it really helps. And see you guys on the next one. Cheers, thanks, bye bye.